Yo, it's the with a capital T, always have been, always will be the one and only milkman, and I tis be right here
It's just Bree. I was
pimping.
actually gonna take a crack at it, but you muted me.
Well, I mean, because your mic was on during the intro, and the mics are never on during the intro. The mics mute themselves during the intro, and I could hear you, and I said, "Oh shit, no, got to mute her ass."
I
I
started
mean,
laughing. I started laughing because I imagined myself doing the intro, and I was
trying to
like,
do
"Yep, I'm gonna do it." Like, "Yep, I'm gonna do it."
it. Now you just have to steal my
Oh.
thunder like Joe did that one time. What had happened was, welcome to the after show. This is the after show. I am the milkman, and she is Bree, and we tis be in the building. And tonight we are talking Survivor, day 14, and it's in the books. I will say I have been hesitating to say this, but Survivor has just been for me compared to Big Brother. But today, today, I enjoyed today. The competitions were ramped up just another notch. I was like, oh my God, Big Brother needs to have some shit crank whole dealy thing. And I was like, oh my God, they need to have that one. And then the drama was turned up just a whole another notch with James getting that shit he found in the well and all this other business, and Dwight end up carrying his ass right on up out of Survivor tonight. But we'll get to all of that. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with how they had to pick pairs.
Oh
Like
my goodness, they couldn't
how
just pick. They
awkward
had to
it
paint their
was.
own damn rocks. They had
They had to
look,
paint a
no,
rock two
mm-mm,
of the same
mm-mm.
color so that they could pick pairs. But it was so
It was awkward,
awkward how
awkward
they
as
did not
shit.
want to. I was like, okay, y'all draw straws, like do something. They was just really looking at each other like we don't know how, because nobody wanted to
What
be
you
like, I
said,
want you as a partner because then that puts a target on their like. It was just
right?
so interesting how like nobody would make a move, and then somebody's finally like, let's paint rocks, and they're like, yes, like but then it was so funny that right before then Owen's like, the one person I don't trust is Gabler, who his partner ends up being Gabler. Like,
Hey, I bet he
um
happy his partner was Gabler though. Was he
yes,
happy?
yes, yes,
I
he
bet he was
was. I
happy.
bet he
I bet
was.
he was happy. That's all I'm saying.
Gabler continued to show out athletically or physically in the competition. I
Right,
would just like to say that first part of the comp, my partner would have been mad at me because once I seen how twisted they got in that net, I'm not even
bruh.
getting in it.
No, no,
I
no. Fuck
was
that shit.
so
James worked that
claustrophobic.
damn net out. I don't care what nobody said. James was twisting his ass around on that ground. He got up out of there, boy.
I'm telling you, that shit made me so claustrophobic. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I
Oh,
was.
come on. You wore
It
clothes
was
tighter
make
than that.
it was making my chest tight when Noelle and Janine were stuck in there and couldn't get it. Like I was like, somebody go get them.
Somebody
Like
get them. I
I'm
saw
over
was like, is
here
they just gonna leave him
panicking.
in there? Is they gonna leave him? I hope they don't
I
leave
was
him.
over here panicking, and then it's after, weeks after the fact. They live living their
Oh
life right
man.
now, and I'm having a panic attack because they caught in this net. There's no way in the world I could,
Well, hey
you know,
now, hey.
reason 572
To
of
not go
why
on
I could
Survivor.
not go on Survivor. Like, I will not make it.
You
Okay.
be like, this is not a
Big
good
ups
look.
to them for just getting through the daggone net.
Make sure y'all
Then,
share. We're talking Survivor tonight.
then, the next part. Oh, my heart was broken for Cassidy when Carla fell through the thing
Oh man! First of all, the fact that they had made it that far,
all the way,
all the way,
and
Carla
she just
ass was all the way, and then they had to rush at the last second and had her ass fall down. And the
yeah.
same way with the other two. Who was the other two that fucked up at the end? Trying to rush at the very
Ryan,
end.
Ryan, and
Mm-mm.
James.
Yeah, Ryan and James. Speaking of James, have you noticed how much weight James has lost from the very first episode? I didn't really notice it
Look, I
until
can't notice.
tonight.
nothing about James except for his lips are so crusty. Oh my gosh. I understand a Survivor, but can they please put some Carmex on the island? Can they please fly some Carmex to the island? Like, please give them some. Like, my boy James is suffering out there. Okay, I can't focus on nothing else. I can't. I swear, every time he talks, his lips, like, oh, lick them, put some water, drink some water. He looks dehydrated. He needs to drink more water. He needs to be drinking more water.
He's dehydrated. His lips is thirsty. His lips is thirsty. They just looking for any kind of moisture. They be trying to suck moisture out the air. Just
I'm telling you, he needs to do something.
You leave James and his lips alone. His neck is getting thin. His face, he look like he's hungry too.
The rest of them is looking like he is losing weight, but
he looked like he is eating a lot less and working a lot more. He's also
probably drinking a lot less because his
lips are crying out for help. They're crying out for help. They're crying.
But so that competition, did you appreciate Gabler's story of why he was
Let me tell you, Gabler was gonna talk their ass right about that competition. First of all, for him to be the oldest person there, I'm assuming he's older than Carla and these other people, some of the older ones. He appears to be the oldest one there, and he just hold the shit out of everybody. First of all, they was first in every part of the competition, from my recollection, and he won. That man right there is a beast. The mental fortitude that he had, and those were little tricks that he was using, psychological tricks to keep him moving. That's why they broke the record. Over 35 minutes of doing that thing. But they said the record was 25 minutes.
And then, did you see when they said that, he let the thing go and was holding it with one hand and pointing? Bro, for a long time, he let it go. Cody let it go and then put his hand right back. Like,
he showed it.
But he beasted that competition. He really did.
What did you think about Dwight? He was the first one out. His little wrist ain't very strong. He must have played no sports. I don't know what's up with his little wrist. They was not very strong on that thing.
And then afterwards, when they were talking, did you see when he kept flexing his arms? Like, his wrist was just so sore.
That was so sore. Bro, you didn't hold him for about a couple minutes, man. You did just about 2 minutes. You was holding it. That's about
5 minutes. You had that thing. If you don't quit flexing your wrist.
And that's why they said goodbye to you tonight, Dwight. That's why they said goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Do you think that they made the right choice? Let's talk about that for a moment. Did they make the right choice?
No, I don't. I feel like Ryan or James were both more
bigger threats. Dwight got weak wrists. What the hell? Why you voting out this guy with the weak wrists?
First.
Like what is he gonna beat you at? He can't even carry nothing.
But I guess they were saying, like, socially his game was stronger. I don't know.
I could see that. He tried to be a little more people pleasing. See,
Cody seems like he's got a good footing in the game.
Right.
Gabler, I think he's gonna be like, they're gonna continue to try to get him out, and he's gonna continue to.
Well, he needed to win.
Yeah,
he talks about wanting to get under the radar, but if he hadn't won that damn necklace tonight, it very well could have been him instead of Dwight, because he was in a lot of the conversation.
He would have had to use his idol tonight. He still has the idol, I believe.
Well, and didn't I hear him saying that it's expired now? Or was he just bullshitting?
Oh, is it expired?
That's what he was telling somebody.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see Janine, though? Did Janine look real salty? She lost her buddy Dwight?
Yeah.
Her people's getting picked off one by one.
But did you see James' smile afterwards? Like, buddy.
Oh, I think, man, because it was like, you thought you had me. That's what that smile was about. Right. You thought you had me, Janine. Them little 2 votes, and that's all it was 2, baby. And one of them votes ain't even there no more. Because one of them votes came from Dwight.
Yep.
So I'm sure it did. Do you think that it wasn't Dwight? Who else? Who do you think voted for James?
No, I think they showed it.
Oh,
I
did
think
they?
it was him. They showed him.
Well, I'm glad between the two of us, we pay one full attention of one person.
They showed the vote.
That's how that plays out tonight.
And then those two. No, those two. Hold on. Who did they vote for? Ryan?
Oh, I don't know who voted for who now. First of all, you know they don't be showing all that shit.
They did.
No, they didn't show every vote.
They show afterwards. You know how they will show. You know.
Yeah, but you don't know the people's handwriting and shit.
No, they showed the person and they're holding up their vote.
Oh shit! I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't remember that.
I
know it was between James and Dwight.
Dwight and
who was the other person?
I don't know. Two of them voted for Ryan, I think.
Oh, that was it, Ryan. Yeah. You know, and it was funny to me because you didn't hear his name really come up much at all in the strategy conversations. However,
well, they were saying, who do you think is the bigger threat, Ryan or James? But I thought they had settled on James.
I thought it was going to be a huge blindside, not just on Ryan but on us, because they didn't really stick on his name too long. So if Ryan would have been the one to go home tonight, they would have blindsided us all on that one. Production would have did a great job on that one, but it was still enough drama for me. And what do you think about how Jeff just be once again talking all that shit through that competition? He was talking all that shit.
I think that he is like great. Like I think they need to add him to Big Brother. Like I think during
he
every
must be like. Could you imagine Jeff being
somebody talking shit?
Could you imagine Jeff being like a personal trainer when Survivor is not in season or something? Just like move your ass.
That's a person. Like if you moved any slower,
you won't even be moving. We wouldn't even know you was moving. Just get the fuck out of here. Come on, Jeff. Jeff be wearing their ass out. And then he said, she just gonna take her leg off mid-race. I said, damn, Jeff. Damn, Jeff. Damn.
Like, bro, even if that's what she was doing, you ain't even have to do her.
You didn't have to say that. First of all, she was wrapped up like a little police sausage in that thing, looking like a bratwurst wrapped up in that net. They had her free her ass. Who was the other one that was stuck?
Janine.
See, and that should have been a reason for Janine to go. I think Janine gonna be next. Want to talk about that?
She needs to go, but she has an idol.
Well, hey, she didn't use it tonight. She hadn't used it yet, so she must not think that she's.
Now, you remember how they played switcheroo and gave people their idols in case.
Now that was some other shit. I thought that was unfair.
Now, she gave her thing to Noelle gave her thing to Dwight, right? So now if he got voted off the island, did he take her idol or did she get that back?
See, I'm hoping he took it.
Is it like Big Brother where you don't get to go back and you know what I mean?
Well, see, here's the thing that I was thinking with that. On Big Brother, you would never get to share your shit or give it away or none of that shit. If it's yours, it's yours. If you use it, use it. If not, it's popped. So the whole fact that they was able to just move their shit around, that didn't make sense to me. I didn't like that. I don't like that at all. Because that was gonna fuck him up with his whole knowledge thing, and I guess that's just how you play Survivor. But I ain't like that shit. Yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna say, but I don't like that shit. I said first of all because there was a second, but I don't like that shit Trumps at all. So yeah.
So since he found it in the well, like, would you have went and got it?
That was trifling. First off, how do you even know that is sanitary? You done put this dirty ass bottle in the water I'll be drinking from.
That's true.
I mean, did you make sure it was sanitary before you dropped it down in there? Hell no, they didn't.
They did not.
They did not. They just dropped that damn bottle down in that thing with that thing up in there. Mm-mm.
But why? You know, he pulls it up. So what? It belongs to him. There was 4 people at the well. Like,
I think he asked them. He said, "Does anybody want it?" Because I think he was willing to give it up if somebody had spoken. But they made a point to say that he saw it first. So I guess, you know, he didn't have to keep it. He could have just dropped it back down in the well.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm like, why would you know, out of the 4 people, it just automatically put a target on his back, I'd have been like, yo, I don't want that shit. Like,
No,
I
but
would have
here's
let
the
that
thing:
shit say
if I was James and I was unsure, I would have used it. And they did all that switching and ruin, and he still knew what's his name, Cody? What is it? What is his name? The one that I don't
Cody.
like. I always try to say you don't like him, but you don't mind him now.
Cody.
That's his name, Cody? But I
Mhm.
mean, Cody didn't switcheroo his, and
No, he
James knew
didn't.
Cody. All James had to do was take Cody's. That was it. So all that switching for what? You know what I mean? They're a little dramatic out there, but I get it. 14
But
days
James and
isolated
Cody
on the
was, I
island.
mean, trying to be, James is trusting Cody. That's why he told him he had it.
No,
Like,
fuck that.
he
I don't
wasn't
give a damn
planning to
who I
use it
trust.
on
First of
him.
all,
He trying to be on his.
I'm saying first of all, like it's gonna be a list again, but I don't know because I might lose. If I don't give a damn who I'm cool with on that island. If I think I'm going home and there's a way for me to stay, I'm gonna take your shit. And we just gonna have to box it out for 24 hours until the next competition, and hopefully I win that shit. Well, and think
Yeah.
about it from that aspect. On Big Brother, if you're safe for a week. On this, you're really just safe about 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah. For one
Like you got
tribal
to think
council.
like this shit turns around quick.
Real quick. You got one tribal council.
Hey,
So
right, you pissed the wrong person
you
off.
got
That shit might last for 3 or 4 evictions.
you got
Like,
one day to make friends.
man, you got to make peace quick.
Mhm.
You got to move fast and
Yeah, you
survive, boy.
definitely cannot be letting stuff linger.
Oh no, not at all. You got to be proactive. You got to stay on top of that shit for real. The drama is a different game in Survivor, but I'm enjoying it. It's ramping up now. I think it's
Yeah.
only going to get more dramatic as the numbers get
Getting
dwindled down.
smaller. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, what did you
Eh,
think? Because Jeff made a point to say how he was impressed that they all helped the ladies out of the damn nets. Of course, that was following his prompt to help them out of the nets.
Well, I think he was more, after they got him out or whatever, than when Sammy was like, "Oh, I didn't want to hold the bucket anyway," or whatever.
What
Like,
was he supposed to say? You couldn't get your fake leg through the thing? What was he going to say? He had to say something nice. First of all, you know me. I'm just going to point out the obvious, okay? Her leg got stuck in the
you would
net.
have said that.
He couldn't have got out, okay? I might not have said that. I might have said it depends if I liked her or not. If she was cool with me, then I'd have said something like Sammy said. If not, I'd have been like, if you could have got your peg leg through that shit, we'd have been in the finals. Fuck you mean? We would have been safe. Oh, one-legged ass motherfucker. You see, it all depends what perspective you coming from. You know what I mean? If you like the person, you say, "Oh, I didn't want to twist the bucket anyway," but really you just lying. Cause Sammy know he wanted a chance of safety. He just glad he didn't need it.
I I think that's what the thing was. I don't think he was too upset because I don't think he felt like he was at risk. Like, he hasn't
Right,
rocked
right,
no
right.
boats. Like, he hasn't rocked no boats.
Yeah.
He's been, good with everybody, and
He's
staying
flying
off
under
the
the
radar
radar
for
in terms of a physical threat.
physical and mental. You remember,
Yep.
he's the one
Doing
who
the
figured
puzzles
out
and
that
shit.
code. Yeah, he's the one that figured out that code
Yeah, he
with the
did.
moving the stick. And isn't he like some sort? Let me go to some sort of school, like, he's
We'll
smart.
just call him a
He's
rocket
smart.
scientist until we figure out what real smart thing he does.
He's a
where
smart
is
guy.
where is Lyric to help us out with all this shit tonight? Lyric, where are you?
He's a smart
Are my
guy.
comments not working? What's wrong with my comments?
Where is he?
Where have you gone, Lyric? Oh,
But
one
yeah,
thing
no,
I
he's a
did,
smart guy.
notice, and I was like, damn, I just learned this tonight. Look at me learning about Survivor. But apparently there's a jury.
Yes,
There's a jury. I said, oh, they just like
I'm
this,
like,
brother. They
oh,
got a
we're
jury.
learning. Oh, we're getting there. We're
Hey,
learning.
hey. Now, do you think they jury house is like on the Fiji Islands in some lap of luxury, or do you think they just got to stay on the other side of the island? Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
in
how does that
one
work?
of them, like, huts in the sticks that's in
Like,
the
I don't
water.
know.
Like,
I
you see
mean,
them
maybe
huts.
they get to stay in a nicer hut on the other side of the island. How does the jury work? Once again, I have so many questions.
I don't know, but I think we're about to come see in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, we about to find out. But guess who didn't make the motherfucking jury? Dwight.
Dwight.
Dwight seemed to be a little upset about that. He wanted to at least make the
Yeah.
jury. You hear a lot of Big Brother
He
players
said
say
he
that.
was blindsided. So he didn't know that he was he didn't
He
suspect
ain't
at all
know.
that he was in trouble.
He didn't even
Um,
know.
do you think that Noelle
Oh, she's
or
next. Although I thought she was gonna go today, to tell you the truth, but she's easy to pick off later. I think. I mean, if she's getting caught in nets today, she's gonna get something's gonna fuck her up later. And that's not to say. I mean, it's just a reality.
one thing that I think is funny with Jesse is when he is talking about why he likes a person, he always says that they remind him of somebody. So and so reminds me of my mom. So and so reminds me of my sister. So and so reminds me of me. like
You
they
know,
have
we
to
heard
remind
more out of
you of
Jesse than we
somebody.
had this whole season so far, and I meant to point that
I feel
out.
like he talks a lot.
He
I feel
talked a
like he be
lot
talking a
today. They
lot.
had Jesse talking a lot today. 14 days in, I don't know if he got some kind of something going on with him, but his lips was running today. They had plenty for Jesse to
Now I
say.
feel like he's always talk. Like I feel like he's, that's. I feel like he talk a lot.
Oh, just in
Jesse
general,
talk.
I
Yeah,
felt like it was more tonight than usual, but maybe I'm just tweaking. But Jesse had a lot to say tonight.
yeah. No, he's always. And so reminds me of this and this person. I
I'm
don't know.
about to
I
say
thought it was
you picked
funny.
up on something else that I hadn't really noticed. I'm gonna look for that now, though.
Yeah, every person he's like so and so
Reminds
reminds
him of
me of.
somebody else that he knows.
Yeah, and then he likes that person for that reason. Um.
You just remind me of a Butterfinger Sunday. I don't know what. Jesse.
Um. So, but he doesn't. To me, he doesn't perform that great in comps for
Mm-mm.
him to have the footing that he has, where he's, you know, I feel
But
like he's
I think
like
that's
being
his
carried.
relationships.
You know what
His
I mean?
relationships make him feel
Hmm.
secure. But I would also say the same thing about Noelle because she was around there trying to tell people what to do to start this strategizing off with, and they noticed that real quick. Don't let this nigga come out here telling
Every
people what to
time
do.
that happens, that person
And
gets
somehow
put.
she didn't get that. I think it's because she only got one leg. They felt bad for her, and I think they can get her later.
I think the girls see her as a bigger, and I
Threat
don't
than the
think.
guys do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the guys are more focused on getting the guys out, which probably isn't the
It's
worst
probably a good
strategy.
thing for them. Shit, hey, these things are physical. On Big Brother, you get a week off. You might just do some question and answers or some shit. You know what I mean? This
Hmm.
ain't no days off in Survivor. And how much damn digging? Stop burying shit, Survivor. God, I would get
They
tired
said,
of
"Look,
fucking
we got
digging.
all this sand. What else we
Man,
gonna
I
do? You
swear
just
for God,
bury
I would
some
get
shit."
tired of digging out there on Survivor. Don't I be like Jeff? I ain't digging another damn thing, Jeff.
Not
Like,
another
damn.
ditch out of me.
You're right. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get
Like,
another one,
what
Jeff.
do you always take with you when you go to the beach? A shovel.
A
Like,
shovel.
so they gonna
Shit.
give you the shovel, and that's gonna be what you
These are
gonna
their
do.
shovels. They was doing this shit.
Sometimes these are better than shovels.
Man,
Oh
they be doing
man.
too much damn digging.
Yeah, no,
What?
they do be having to do a lot of digging.
Yeah. So you talked about not being fond of the net, but could you picture yourself being stuck in the motherfucker?
That I was told you, I'm having a panic attack at home watching them get stuck in it. Watching them get
Like the
stuck,
walls was
okay?
closing in on you.
Closing in. Shit was tight, like constrict. Ooh, my chest was tight. Like it hurt. Like I don't understand. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
I
first
would have
off, you couldn't have
by
got me
the
in
time
that
they
damn net.
untangled me, they'd be like, Bree, why aren't you helping? Oh, she's dead. That's why. like
First of all, why
she
they
had a
just
heart
didn't cut
attack.
it? Why they
Somebody
see?
get the EMT.
No,
Somebody get the medic. Like
I
she's
thought they
gonna
was
need
gonna
mouth
cut
to
the
mouth.
shit. I thought they was gonna cut it. I didn't think that the people was gonna physically
They
roll the
would have no.
motherfuckers
They would have
around.
had that. You gonna do something? Get some scissors or something? Because somebody gonna have to get me out. I'm telling you.
I
Oh
mean,
my gosh, the way
I
I would
think you
panic.
may have had a moment of rationale where you realized that the thing has holes in it and you can breathe perfectly
Nope.
fine.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
not at all. You're just gonna be losing your damn mind. I'm losing
Or
my
have you ever
goddamn
seen the
mind.
episode? No, I'm sure you haven't. I was gonna say the episode of Monk where he gets shut in the
Elevator.
no, a panic room, but it's a
Oh.
big hole cut in the door. And he's like, I'm losing oxygen, like I can't. And they're like putting their face in the hole, like press the button to open the door. And he's just like, I'm losing oxygen.
I'm losing. I don't know what else I need to be doing. I'm losing oxygen.
And then after somebody sticks their hand in and presses the button because he just won't press the button, he's like, oh, I almost didn't make it.
I almost didn't make it. Like, bro, you was fine the whole damn
Almost didn't
time.
make it. That would have been me in the net. Like they like breathe holes, breathe in the hole. I'd be like, nope, I'm not gonna
like
make
this
it.
is not working. This is not working. It's not working. Look.
The hole not big enough.
It's not big enough. You got me breathing through tiny straws. Why did you give me a Barbie-sized straw? So we agree James dodged a bullet. Do you think he'll be on the radar for the next episode, for day 15, if you will?
I do. I don't think his time in the sun is done. Like I think he has, because they know he has he still has the knowledge is power. He can still play that at any time, and they know he has it. So
right.
I don't think that his target has shrunk enough for him to not be.
Why do they see that as the most
for
powerful one?
I don't know if they see it as the most powerful one. I just don't think that they want anyone having any power advantage.
But did you see how many people damn had to switcheroo? They shit around to try to trick his ass.
Because they don't want him to have any power. They don't want. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know. And so, but for you to know how many people have power and be okay with that person having a power, but that just shows like where your alliances lie.
This is true.
So do you think Owen is going to backtrack and now, but before he was saying he wasn't sure about Gabler, and he was saying that to Dwight, wasn't he? Now that Dwight's gone,
he's team Gabler like a motherfucker.
That's his alliance buddy now, right?
Oh yeah, Gabler is number one in his eyes. First of all, did you see the strength of Gabler's wrists? Why I gotta put it like that? He engaged in a full upper body workout. You got more visuals. Where are you going? Come back to
you know what? Break. I'm come back to this show because I went to a whole nother show.
Okay.
I don't.
It comes on HBO After Dark.
Yeah, After Dark. After Dark.
After Dark. And not Big Brother After Dark.
That could be a different meaning as to why Dwight's wrists were so weak. Like maybe he just had enough practice strengthening.
His strengthening conditioning was down 14 days on an island.
Gabler is a lot older. He's probably done a lot. He was in the military, so he spent a lot more time alone. He's probably
in the bush. People like, why is Gabler always going on a hike by himself? Strength and conditioning.
Wrist conditioning for Survivor.
What has happened to the Big Brother? I mean, what is the name of this shit? The after show on Survivor? What happened to this program? I appreciate y'all tuning in on tonight, liking and sharing the program.
Just a little conditioning for Survivor. That's all.
Just a little strength and conditioning on Survivor. You know, that's what they should just call it from now on. Hashtags.
Strength and conditioning.
Strength and conditioning. Goodness. Hey, you never know what you or anything that you see my face connected to.
Anything goes.
That was pretty tasteful, if I do say so myself.
I feel like it.
It was very tasteful. Shit. I had more jokes. I just had to stop myself. All right, praise the Lord. That's right. I found the line. Look, I was able to draw myself a damn line. That is very rare, people. You have tuned in on something very rare. I just drew a line for my damn self. Like,
Oh
you
goodness.
stop there. That clip is enough. Strength and conditioning. Hashtag strength and conditioning. Oh man. If y'all just tuned in and you want to know what strength and conditioning is, just reverse the video for about 120 seconds and you'll get all the strength and conditioning information you need as it pertains to Survivor and this here program we call the After Show. You got some more Survivor ish you want to talk about? Because we right at that 30-minute mark, and I know we trying to really stay on time. We trying to be like the Jehovah Witness. We got other things to do. We got doors to knock on or something. We got to wrap it up.
No, I'm excited for next week. I do think it's getting more interesting as it goes for more of a tribal to personal gameplay. And how the alliances shift from here. I'm excited to see. I don't know, like I like the competitions. Like I think Big Brother needs to step it up. I am super enjoying the competitions. Like except for that net where I almost had a panic attack.
Well,
but the rest,
and you would not have liked those little boards either. Going across them ropes on the boards, that shit would have been.
Yeah, no, I could have did that, but I could
You'd have been cool with that.
I'm not saying I would be cool with. Like it would have been hard for me, but I could have did.
You was gonna bust your shit.
Maybe probably, but I would have tried it. But
right.
that net, once I seen somebody else getting caught up in it, I'm sorry, partner.
You like somebody help her. Somebody help her.
They wouldn't even have been saying somebody help her because I'm not even getting in the net. Like my partner would have been so pissed at me. So pissed at
well,
me.
And that's what I was gonna say is you couldn't have got me stuck in that net because I wasn't never gonna get in it.
Right. And my partner would have been real mad. And so I probably would have been the person going home and I'd have been like, fuck this net. Like, but
nah, you know who should have went home? Whoever had the idea to paint the rocks. That's whose idea was that? Owen?
I was thinking that they should just draw straws. Y'all ain't got straws or pieces of grass out there. Break off them grass.
Where was they getting paint from?
I don't know where they got paint from. That's why I said if they got
were
paint,
they juicing berries to make paint because they couldn't choose partners? Like what the hell is really going on right
here? I think they give them paint. I don't. They had.
They just look. They let them go hungry, but they give them paint because that's how Survivor works. They're like, food, not so much paint. Sure, why not? You need arts and crafts.
Where else would they get paint from?
You need arts and craft supplies. We got you, but food. Maybe fuck that.
Maybe they do give them art and craft
supplies.
No,
they don't give them fucking arts.
Listen, because the dude said he was making a bracelet for his daughter, jewelry for his daughter. Maybe they give them like shit to do to keep busy.
No,
with, in between like they do on Big Brother, when they just give them shit to do so that because there's only 3 or so of them in the house and they give them like here make these bracelets or they give them like those kits to make slime and stuff like that. Like maybe because they don't have TV or phones or maybe they just give them arts and crafts. I don't know.
Yeah, see, so
where else would they get paint from?
I refuse to believe. In my mind, they better have been crushing berries. I don't know. They had some strawberries.
How many different colored berries is it out there?
Blackberries, strawberries.
That all look the same once you put it on a rock.
Fuck, I don't know. Grapes.
It's all gonna look the same when you put it on the rocks. What do you think the grapes gonna do? The purple?
They should have just put little dots of mud on a rock or something. Like 2 dots, 2 rocks and have 2 dots. That would have been much better to me. And it was feasible. You could just do some mud on a rock like a dice and get, the rocks.
That's why I said to use blades of grass, like, of the same size.
No, fuck that, because I'd have been cheating.
How you gonna cheat?
Because I'd have had some grass in my pocket.
If you just getting 2 pieces that are the same size and you got to match up with somebody else, what is having a blade of grass in your pocket gonna do?
Hey, as long as it ain't the short one, ain't that the one who lose? The motherfucker with the short.
No, you're matching up, so it'd be two people with short ones, two people.
Oh
Have you never
yeah.
seen the movie Clue?
Yeah, they didn't use
You ain't
grass,
never
did they?
seen
That
Clue?
was a horrible
No, they
premise
use
of it.
straws. They
Oh, they
use
did.
straw. Well, no, they use matchsticks. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
And what program did you say this was?
The movie Clue.
Oh, Clue. Oh, that is one of your
Clue.
favorite games. You also enjoy the movie?
Oh, I love the movie.
Okay.
It has 3 different endings, and then like
I'm not shaking my head in real life. This is my head. I got a cramp or something.
Oh, they tried to do it in the movie theater where like you had to like pay to see the 3 different endings, like
Really?
depending on which
What
theater or
kind
which
of
time
hustling
you went,
ass bullshit was they on?
which depending on which theater and which time you went, is what ending you got. And then if you wanted to see a different ending, you would have to pay to go to a different time, to see that ending. And so, but now when they
Shout
play
out
it, they
Dennis.
give you all 3 endings. Like,
Okay. Okay.
but what if it happened like this or this? But here's what really happened. And then but they play all 3 endings in the movie when they play it like on
Right.
TV or DVD or streaming, whatever. It's a great movie.
Well, maybe one day. I'm pretty sure I've seen Clue. There are several variations of the movie. You know what I mean? Not necessarily the Clue version of the movie, because there's
Hmm.
always that somebody gets killed in the dark, and whatever they
Hmm.
spoof
Hmm.
the shit. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what I saw between the spoofs and the real one, but I'm sure I've seen at least parts of it. I
Yeah,
had
you gotta watch
the
the real one.
candlestick
It's
in the
great.
parlor or some shit. I don't know.
And
That's
it is my favorite board game.
right. I mean, I was aware of that. I was aware of that. I didn't know that you held the movie as close to your heart. It was as
I
home.
also have a couple of books, like the children's books.
Wait, there's Clue books.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens. See, it's 36 minutes, and now we're getting off track. See, oh no, she's
You're
going to
right.
get the
You're right.
books. She's going to get the books, y'all. Wait a minute. We're gonna see a Clue book here live on the
Hold
after
on.
show.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. It's gonna be some books because she likes to read.
Well, they're mysteries, and I got them for my son because I thought he might like them. Because they
And
have
now
to
they're
read.
just collector's books. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's out aged them, but I was thinking of sending them to my nephew because I think he'd like them. So
Okay,
I never
okay.
throw books away. I just recycle them to new people.
Well, I mean, I think that would be against some type of religion that you're in, right?
Yeah.
Bookism. I don't know what they call it. I don't know. I don't know what y'all call y'all religion. You
My nephew Bry is a budding new member of it. He
Okay, let me find out.
likes
He
to
likes to
read
read
in the
books at the dinner
car,
table.
read at the dinner table, read
No,
in the car,
what have
like
they
take
done
the book with
to
him.
him?
Yes, he's into Harry Potter, and he was the cutest Harry Potter for Halloween. But very excited that he loves to read.
Good old, good old.
So, but I'm gonna send these to his little brother.
Yeah.
See if I can get him to join our cult.
And I'm not in that cult, by the way. I'm not in that cult.
So funny. I'm also in a group on Facebook and for the Babysitters Club,
Mhm.
and someone was just saying that they bought an original painting of the cover of the Super Special that was her favorite Super Special when she was younger, and it was the same one as mine, and it's about two of the girls that go on a sailing race, and they kind of get stranded. They hit a storm and they blow off course and they get stranded on an island and they have to survive for um for
And
like
here
two
we are
days.
watching Survivor.
And I was like, is this where my love for survivor type shows and Naked and Afraid comes from? Like, it all comes full circle. Like, my favorite show is Survivor right now, and look at how they had to survive on that island. Like, but it did get me
Dear
wondering,
Lord.
like, if that's where I started liking these types
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
shows, is from some that being my favorite book when I was younger.
I look, I mean, it's a connection. At least you can connect some dots and make sense. They say make it make sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes sense.
I think it's coming like being stranded away from people. It's always been nice.
If you get stranded on a desert island, name one person you take with you. No one.
No
Nobody.
Nobody.
Taking no one. Just pick me up next Friday because I'll be tired of that after a while. But give me about a good week or two out there, and then I'll be ready for people again.
Give me about 2 weeks.
Yeah, give me about 2 weeks. Be like a vacation
Maybe ready
stay.
to people again. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You ready to do this thing like an old school BT condom commercial?
Yes, sir. Wrap it up. Oh, that's all my love.
Well, folks, until next time, I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bree.
This has been the After Show. See you next time.
And I'll get the last word on this.
No, you